Now, many of you already know by now that yesterday I came with a video discussing what Deutsche Bank said in response to the over 31,100 deliveries that NIO produced for the month of December. They are saying it is mainly also due, or the sales were boosted because of incentives that NIO was offering. You will know that there's an incentive of 5,000 RMB for the ET5, ET5 Touring, ES6 and the EC6, and we have got a 10,000 RMB incentive for the over 400,000 RMB NIO models, and this is the ET7, ES7, EC7 and the ES8. These are the models that are getting, of course, the 10,000 RMB incentives, and these led into NIO, of course, gaining or getting quite a number of orders, which led into them selling over 31,000 deliveries. Now, I did say yesterday that the good thing is that some of the incentives, or most of those incentives that NIO was offering during December, they are taking them, or they are now also applicable even now for the month of January, which therefore means, or it's signaling, that NIO could also do well this month. Sorry, I had to quickly go fetch my sunglasses because the sun is too much. So yeah, and today the very same Deutsche Bank came with another, of course, wonderful news, and these are the news of the kind of deliveries they expect NIO to produce this year, which, as seen on the screen, notice that for NIO, Deutsche Bank came and said that they do see NIO selling 450,000 deliveries, which is something that is great, something that is incredible, because this is one thing that NIO had already said. So Deutsche Bank said the delivery estimates for the Chinese EV trio, and this is NIO, XPeng and Li Auto, are as follows. 450,000 is what they see for NIO, whilst 400,000 is what they see for XPeng. So they are saying the total deliveries that XPeng will generate, or will be able to generate this year, will be lower than the deliveries or total deliveries that NIO is going to have this year. I mean, you will know that even though XPeng finished the year very high in terms of the deliveries for the year 2024, NIO still delivered more than XPeng. XPeng delivered less than 200,000, NIO sold over 220,000. Which Deutsche Bank coming and saying this, I think, yeah, it's quite interesting, because with XPeng you will know that now they've got the Mona 3, they've got the P7. Those models are giving them, or are driving huge sales, or bringing in some huge sales for them. And I don't know if they've put that into cognizance to say that those two models are doing that well. But for NIO, I think it's what NIO has been saying anyways. In fact, NIO, when they break down their deliveries, they said that when you add their breakdowns, it appears that their target is to go over 500,000 vehicles. I did a video a couple of days ago where we got the figure that NIO is expecting to deliver this year to be at 508,000, which is something that obviously it shows you what the kind of deliveries that NIO is expecting to deliver this year. I mean, 240,000 is expected from Onvo, whilst 218,000 is expected from the NIO main brand models, and 50,000 is expected from the Firefly sub brand, which that, when you add that, it will give you a number over 500,000. So I am very happy about this. So Deutsche Bank expects NIO to deliver 450,000 units, double that of the 221,970 which they delivered by 2024. XPeng, on the other hand, the 400,000 which Deutsche Bank is expecting, it will be a 110% increase from the 190,068 units which they produce right now in 2024. For Li Auto, they are expecting 700,000, of which this will be 40% from the 500,580 units they reported for the year 2024, which is pretty good, pretty exciting to see this take place. You'll know that out of this Chinese EV trio, NIO, XPeng and Li Auto is the only company that is profitable for now, but hopefully before the end of this year we see NIO also turning to profitability, which is something that we look forward to. Deutsche sees Onvo delivering 220 units, and out of those 220 units, they believe that the L60 will have 180,000 deliveries. For the NIO main brand, they're expecting 223,000 units which it's something that is good, and it is what is leading them to say oh, 450,000 units is what NIO is going to sell. You will notice that they never spoke about Firefly, and yeah, I think maybe they might want to see the response that we'll be getting or will receive from people after the second official launch, which will be coming in April. But NIO, for Firefly, they are targeting 50,000 deliveries for the year 2025 or this year, which is something that is great. And when you add that 50,000 for Firefly, it even takes this guidance, these projections by Deutsche Bank to obviously over 500,000, which it will tally now with NIO's expectations or projections, which they gave during their Q3 earnings, where they first announced, or where it was the event where they first announced 100% growth when it comes to delivery this year, which is something that is great, and we look forward to that. So yeah, man, Deutsche Bank came and gave us this report. I know sometimes they are not as accurate. I mean, the very same Deutsche Bank, if I remember very well, 2 months ago they came and gave a delivery outlook for 2025 of around, I think, 325,000, which, based on what they are seeing right now, they came and adjusted their delivery outlook for the rest of the year to now 450,000 units, excluding the Firefly sub-brand. With Firefly 50,000, you and me can agree that their projections is aligning with the kind of projections or the kind of deliveries that NIO anticipate to deliver this year, which is great, which is amazing. So yeah, man, tell me what you think about this. I think blue sky is coming. Those that are persevering will most definitely be rewarded with time. I know sometimes it's not easy to see, especially without the deliveries, but I tell you, there will be signs, because if NIO is targeting 100% delivery growth rate, it means that every quarter they finish, they must make sure that they've doubled the kind of sales that they reported last year. Like right now, I think in Q1 last year, so just over 30,000 deliveries for the entire Q1, meaning that any number over 60,000 for NIO, it would have doubled the kind of sales that NIO generated last year in Q1, which will be a very good sign to say that indeed NIO is in the right track to see themselves doubling sales, which is great, which is amazing, and we look forward to that. So yeah, man, just thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming. Long term will win. I remain bullish. I remain long. NIO yesterday, stock price, it finished up 4%, trading over $4.50, which, though we might not be where we want it to, but long term will win. Blue sky will come, and hopefully by the end of this year we get to see some good gains, because last year when the year started, or when the year began, NIO was trading over $10, but it finished trading at $4.50, or just below $4.50, which was not good to see. But hopefully the bottom is in. This is the bottom, and right now this year we are going to see more recoveries than share price dropping for NIO, which will excite the new investors. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, and God bless you.